Hey y'all, I am so sorry it took me so long to come back. I promised I would do a video about how we can dive deeply into gratitude to ensure that our gratitude practices are meaningful rather than mechanical. So, y'all, I woke up this morning and I was struggling with just internal demons and doubts, and this practice helped me tremendously. So, if you are like me and there are days when you wake up and there's not gratitude in your heart or on your lips, it is okay. You are not behind. Just jump in where you are, because the cool thing is that each moment presents another opportunity to try again. I love this quote by Zen Master Dogen. He said, "Continuous practice, day after day, is the most appropriate way of expressing gratitude. Your life is a fortunate outcome of the continuous practice of the past." So this notion that gratitude is not something that some people are born with and some people are not, but rather it is an active stance that we get to recommit to in each moment. So before we dive deeply into our gratitude practice, I want to reiterate something that I said in the last video that's so very important to me, because you're important to me. And that is that gratitude should never be a denial of your experience. It should not be a suppression of pain. So if you're someone whose pain has been denied by others, or if you often tell yourself, as I know I have before, that, my pain is irrelevant because other people's pain is greater, and that I should exclusively focus on the bright things, the bright side of life, I want to give you permission to hold your pain with care and with tenderness and with loving kindness, because it's worthy of exploration. Validation of our pain is indispensable to growth, because pain can be directive. It can tell us when to do more of something, when to do less of something, when to persist, to resist, and yes, when to rest. And I am looking at you, rest. So I will create some subsequent videos about holding and exploring difficult emotions, but if that's something you need sooner, feel free to email me. For now, remember that validation of emotions is a companion to gratitude, because gratitude is about opening to the spaciousness of experience and reality. So if this deep dive into gratitude is a practice for you today, let us begin. So often our description of pain, whether we're remembering it or telling it to someone else, is told in lush detail. We want to also recount our gifts with the same lush and elaborate detail, because this allows us to capture and really kind of harvest the wisdom that's available to us in these experiences. So this deep dive practice is about revisiting a single experience in slow motion. Did I tell you to grab a pencil and a piece of paper? I think I forgot because I was remiss in my YouTube hosting duties, but please grab a pen and a piece of paper. Because as I think you've heard before, writing with your hand rather than writing by hand helps to really connect multiple areas in the brain. So we are going to begin this practice with a brief guided visualization, and then we'll do a brief but immersive writing activity. So allow yourself to become more comfortable. Close your eyes or lower your gaze. Allow your spine to lengthen, if that's comfortable for you. Balancing a posture that is upright and relaxed. Begin to notice the natural rhythm of your breath. Now breathe in deeply and exhale completely. I invite you to bring to mind an encounter with the person that touched, inspired, or supported you. This can be a momentary interaction with someone you only met once, or a significant gesture or sacrifice made on your behalf by someone you know well. It can be someone that, an encounter that happened a couple of days ago or long ago. Continuing to breathe, just allowing an image to emerge. No need to get it right. Just the first such interaction that comes to mind. Recall the sights, the smells, the sounds, and the emotions that were present in that moment. Now, holding this experience, your senses and your heart, open your eyes and use the following prompts to do the writing exercise. There may be a bit of redundancy in the prompts, but allow the nuances to emerge. There's no right or wrong answer. And when you're done, come back and join me here. So, if you'd like, I invite you to write in the comment section what that experience was like for you. And I'll just give the example of my reflection. My reflection on this exercise was, I'm grateful for the woman that smiled at me yesterday because it made me feel seen. And that feeling strengthened my commitment to keep running. And the impact that had was that it reminded me, her eye contact reminded me of my humanity. And the lesson and inspiration that I carried with me was this rededication of diffusing love to all whose path crosses my own. So thank you, sis, whose name I don't know from my run yesterday. I appreciate you. So do you notice the difference? You could just say you're grateful for something, but when you add the because, you allow yourself to re-experience the import of the moment. So try to do this practice 2 or 3 times a week, this deep dive into a single experience with a person or with the natural world. And the formula or the process is, I'm grateful for blank because, and after you answer because, then ask yourself what impact this person, this experience had on you. What difference did they make? And then what lesson would you like to carry with you from that encounter? So I hope this deep dive gratitude practice allows you to immerse yourself in the magnitude of your gifts and keeps you tethered to hope. Thank you for all that you are and all of your efforts to create goodness in yourself and in the world. It is felt and appreciated. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Take good care.